Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. T5 the Traveler here with Becky the Trekkie. We're on board the beautiful MSC Divina ship here in port at their home private island in Ocean Cay, and the ship's pretty empty right now, so it's a great time for us to take you on the tour. If you're thinking about coming on the Divina, stick with us because we're going to show you how to activate your Wi-Fi. We'll show you where the pools, the restaurant, the dining, the whole thing, everything we would want to have known or watched in a video before we came on the ship. So stick with us for that. This is the embarkation area right here. You're going to come in through these doors, and then this is the Silver Lounge. Everything's going to be a little bit shut down right now. Most of the staff is on the island doing some work over there, but if you wanted to grab your first drink when you first come in, you can do that. You can get it right here at this bar. They are going to be ready to serve, and I think what we'll do, we'll show you where you can get your ship's Wi-Fi activated. We'll show you where you can get your cruise card activated, and then we'll go up to the pool deck and show you some of the amenities on this beautiful ship. Stick with us. All right, so over there was the Silver Lounge. We came over to the opposite side. This is where that first excursion desk is. So this is where you'll check in to get your excursions. And then you want to come over here to this cruise card activation point. Scan your cruise card right here. Different languages selections are going to be there. Just pick your language, scan your card, and then you'll want to put your credit card in here, or you can give them cash and coin if you'd like. $250 deposit. If you don't spend it, it's there, but you will have that hotel service fee, and anything you want to spend extra on the ship will go on that card. All right, so once you do that, we're going to take you up one deck and we'll show you how to activate your Wi-Fi. Stick with us for that because it's a little bit complicated, so you'll want to save this part of the video for that if you're coming on board the ship and you're like, okay, what did they say in that video, how to activate the Wi-Fi? We will show you everything that we can do there. Here are those beautiful stairs that they've got. They've got the crystal staircase. We've noticed that on the newer ships, the stairs are a little bit wider and we feel like they have more crystals in there. These are still beautiful. There's two sets of stairs, and there's usually 3 on the bigger, newer ships. Okay, we're gonna head to the photo booth and then we'll show you how to do that Wi-Fi. Okay, so we're still on deck 7. You want to come over to the left side if you're pushing back towards the back of the ship. And the first area that you're going to come through before you get to the photo booth is going to be the Cafe de Baco. So you can get fresh made pizzas and things like that, flatbread pizzas over here. They've got a full bar service. They're not open right now, but we noticed the prices weren't too bad. It was like $10 for a pizza, $12 for a pizza. So basically similar to what you would pay back home at any of the chains, or maybe even a little bit less. We've heard it's some of the best pizza around. So if you want to check that out, you can. We did get a $50 onboard credit, so you can use it in that location right there. So once you get past the cafe, you're going to be right here in the photo booth area, and this is where you can get that Wi-Fi activated. This is also where they'll have your ship's photos, so you can come through and try to pick out what photos you might want to have. So let's talk about Wi-Fi for just a couple of seconds here. What we're going to do is you want to get on your app purchase service. So it's either Google Apps, or what's the other one for Apple?
Just the App Store for Apple.
The App Store for Apple. Okay, and then download the MSC for Me app. You want to put that on your phone. Then get on the MSC hotspot. Turn your phone onto airplane mode and make sure you're logging in with the person's information that paid for the trip. And it's going to have you scan your card or take a photo of your card. Then just hit accept, and then that will log you in to the Wi-Fi. You want to do the same thing for everybody in your room that is under that reservation. You need to go in under the person's reservation that had used that information for the login on their phone, log in on their phone, and then they can activate their Wi-Fi that way. If it's a little bit complicated, go back through and watch it again, and then you can come down to the photo area if you need help for that. Okay, so we're going to take you up to the pool deck next. We'll show you all the amenities up top, and then we'll bring it back down. We'll show you some of the shopping, some of the restaurants, and where you can eat, and that's okay, everybody. So we just came up to 14 through the elevator. You got to pass through the Manitou, which is the back side of the buffet right here, and then you can come out to these stairs and walk right up to deck 15 to the adults only area. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll show you everything up on the pool deck. We'll show you the aqua park and all the amenities that they have out here in the daytime. It looks like Becky's got her shades on. I got mine on. It's going to be a hot 70 day. It's always like this when we come to Ocean Cay. It's a little overcast, and then the sun comes out, and it's absolutely beautiful. So we'll show you some of the scenes in the background while we're up here. So we're up on the very top deck on 15 in the aft, they have a nice saltwater pool out here. They always have a lifeguard available if you need them. This goes to about 5 feet deep on the one end and about 4 feet deep on the other end, and it's a nice saltwater pool, really. Whenever the ship's moving, they're turning that water over. It's real fresh, all that good stuff. Okay, so now we're up on 15. They have a little outdoor seating area. This is an area where you could have a smoke if you wanted to have a smoke. All right, so that's the DiSarno bar right here, contemporary terrace garden bar. You can get those frozen cocktails right over there if you've got the drink cards. So what we do is we usually book around Black Friday or New Year's, or look for those special deals that are online when you can get all in. You want to get your Easy Plus package, your Wi-Fi included, and your room, and then that's going to be the best price point to get you on to the trip. And especially if you're staying in like the inside cabin, which we do. We'll talk about the cabins a little bit. They have a lot of nice balcony cabins. They've got suites or whatever you want to stay in for your price point. Inside cabins, they don't roll as much, so if you're worried about getting seasick, we kind of recommend doing an inside cabin. We got the MSC Arena, so if you want to get into a football, soccer match, that sort of thing, they've got basketball hoops out here, and they've got spectator seating. So if you're looking for a pickup basketball game or soccer match, any of those things, you can do that right there. Here's one of the more private hot tubs. So come up here, up to deck 15, and you can see this one's wide open right now. Everybody's off the ship, so if you want to do a private hot tub, have a drink or something like that, you can find an open bar and you can get in the hot tub right now. No one will bother you. It's very private. You've got this beautiful setting behind us over here. So carrying on, we've got the other hot tub is going to be up here on this deck, and then we're going to push up forward. We'll show you where the water slide is, so that's going to be up next. Okay, everybody, here we go. Woo! Oh boy, around the bend, picking up steam. I said 14, I got a little confused. Come down to deck 15 to get on the slide, and then up there they don't have a deck 17 on board this ship. They have a deck 13, but they don't have a deck 17 because that's the unlucky one in Europe. But so the top of the slide is actually going to be up there on deck 18, which is also the same deck as the Solaris private area. So if you're in that, you have a little private area up top. You'll see some chairs, and where that round area is up there. Yeah, that's like a private little cabana for the Solaris. It's different from the yacht club. It's back here towards the back of the ship. The yacht club is always going to be up at the very front of the ship. So up next is going to be the aqua park. We'll show you where the pools are for the aqua park. Far out there. So this is going to be the aqua park. We're still up on deck 15. The pools are going to be down here on 14, and we'll walk you down there just so you can see it. But this is going to be one of those locations where you have a lot of those events. So if you've got a big outdoor event, say like it's white party night, and everybody's in their white clothes and they're going to have a big dance party out here, it's going to be down here by the television screens. They do have hot tubs up top here. There's one on each side. So if you want to do a hot tub in this area, you can. Normally they're pretty crowded right now. Everybody's off the ship, so it's a good time to get in those hot tubs. They've got two over here, hot tubs as well. They've got a nice central pool down here. It's not terribly deep, and then they've got like a little, almost like a lazy river, not quite. Just get your feet in and soak your toes. They have two bars on down here. They've got the Triton bar, and the Poseidon bar is going to be over. They're like sister ships. They've got the same thing, so if one's crowded, just go to the other one. You'll get some pretty quick service. And they do have a little seating area. We've even seen some tables up here in this area at night for the shows and things like that. You got your view screen right there. Santa was on the ship for Christmas the other day. This is the Christmas cruise, and Santa Claus was down here on the stage. So okay, so we're gonna push on through. We'll show you the La Serena pool area up next. Right here, before we go, is where you get your towel exchange. So if you're looking for a fresh towel, you're going to be right down here in this area in the aqua park. And the pool attendant, you just give them your wet towel, and they'll give you a fresh dry towel to switch over. And that's going to push us right into La Serena pool area. It's an indoor area. It's got that retractable roof up top here. They've got a nice little swim pool over here, and there are 3 hot tubs, I believe, 2 on that side and 1 over here, unless they've got another one. But I think it just gets down in the pool. So there's 3 hot tubs on this level, and then the La Serena bar is going to be at the back side of this. So if you want to get you a frozen cocktail, it's not open right now, but it's right through here, and we've had really good bar service here. We will cover all of the bars on the ship So if you're looking for bar reviews, you want to see what the bar menu and see what some of the drinks look like, just check out those other videos. We're trying to keep this one down to 30 minutes for everybody. Okay, so if you want to get to the pool shop, it's going to be right here. It's only open on sea days. We did a separate video of that, and it's not open very long. It's just a couple of hours. So you can get some things in there, and I'll get that door. Oh, it's a push for Becky, and we'll continue on the tour. How are you, sir?
Hello, how are you?
Good. Okay, so we are still on deck 14. That's one of our favorite guys. We see him at dinner all the time. That's one of the great part about cruising. You make friends that all over the ship, and you always have like a core group of people that you'll see. But anyway, this is right into the spa area. MSC Aria Spa is going to be right through here, and that's down on deck 14. You just come out of that La Serena pool area, and you walk right up in here. So if you're looking for your spa treatments, you want to do the cold plunge or the hot steam, get you a massage, anything like that, you can do it. They've got a beauty salon right through here, so if you want to get your hair cut, get makeup done, anything like that, they have ladies very friendly, ready to serve right in this area in the spa. And then right down here is where you're going to find the MSC gym, and they also have a juice bar. So if you want to get a protein shake, say you're a workout kid and you want to have a nice little workout in the gym, you can come over and get you a protein shake. We got several on board the trip. We did a blueberry shake. We also did a bar review of the protein juice bar. So you can do that. So this is where they'll kind of wait and get you into your massages and your spa treatment. If you have any questions, they always have staff ready to serve right here. This is going to be the gym. We're just going to push through for real quick pass. We did a different gym video, so I'll cover everything. So if you want a more detailed look at the gym, it's kind of like Planet Fitness. They're going to have some tunes. We won't be able to hang out too long. Hey everybody. But you're going to have your machines here if you want to do legs, arms. They got a few dumbbells. They don't have any hardcore equipment. So if you have requirements where you need to do deadlifts or heavy squats, you'll need to figure something else out when you come on board the ship. So that's going to be there. You want to see the rest of that video, check that other gym video out, and we will have that there as well. Okay, so here's the spa bar. You can get cleansing drinks, you can get relaxation drinks, rejuvenation drinks, protein shakes, and things like that. Through here is the other part of the spa area. Usually this is like the sauna. It's got a little bit of heat coming through here. It's nice and cool in here right now. And then when the ship's open, the attendant here is probably working on the island today, but you can get those drinks there. And like I say, just check that other video and you can see the full menu. We go over everything on that. All right, so so if you're looking for gelato, it is an upcharge, but they have it right here at Vinci Italia. It's just on the backside of that Triton bar in the Aqua Park. It's right there, $6 large cup, $3.50. If you want to shake, it's like $8, but that's really not too terrible compared to the prices in the States. And then that's going to bring us back down. We're still on 14 here, and we're going to show you through the buffet. So you got to go through these double doors. They don't have the auto doors, and then it kind of brings you back inside. It looks like you can get into the buffet from that outside part. You cannot, so don't try to go through that area. And this is going to be that main entrance. We do find that the left side, we're on the right side facing towards the back of the ship, that left side is going to be a little less crowded, but it's not always one side's not always open depending on what goes on. So they do turn the buffet over pretty regularly, so you're really at like 11 to 3, and then at dinner's at like 6, and then there's a midnight snack at midnight. But right here, we'll just do a quick pass. We did all the buffet reviews, so you can watch us do the breakfast buffet, lunch buffet, dinner buffet, all that good stuff. And they've got fresh pizza over here. You can get you a salad in this area right over here to the right. They usually put out some fresh fruit in this middle bar section. Here's the bar service area, so if you want to get you a beverage, you can get you a beer over here, Miller Lite, Sam Adams, Stella Artois, Heineken. They have them all over the ship. They've got a good friendly bar service over there. If you want to get a cappuccino, espresso, you can do that right there. They always have like fresh cut watermelon. Sometimes you can get some different types of pineapple, kiwi. There'll be different fruits that they put out. We saw some bananas a couple of days ago. It's like they don't put the bananas out right away, and then they start getting ripe, and then they put the bananas out, and then a couple of days you don't see the bananas. Over here is going to be burgers, fries, and hot dogs, and they always have that sort of thing there. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go right back up, and we're going to take you up to the top deck. We'll show you where the Galaxy Lounge is and where the 4D arcade and the Formula 1 simulator is up next. Stick with us. Okay, so we just came out of the other side on deck 14. They don't have hand wash stations right when you first get into the buffet area like the Seascape or the Meraviglia or some of the newer ships. So what you want to do is just walk up this flight of stairs right here from 15, and then they have these restrooms over here. So they've got the ladies over here on the left, and the men's is going to be over here on the right. I did notice they have very clean baby changing stations in there. Not that I was doing that, but it looked very clean. They don't have lines. Not everybody knows that these restrooms are here. So if you want to use the restroom quick, just come up to 15, wash your hands, boom, right back down to the buffet. It works out great. Okay, so that's a nice little tip for everybody. These are the doors to get in from that top deck 15 where we walked you down that side. And then over here is going to be a couple of the areas. I don't know how much is open. I did cover it when it was open. So this is the graffiti disco. So this is like the kids club area. So if you got the kiddos and they want to come in those age appropriate groups, they're going to come down through here, and that's going to take them into those kids sections. We didn't bring any kids on board the ship, so we didn't go through that area, but there is several options for them to do. We saw the handlers, the babysitters or the attendants. They're well attended, and don't be afraid to let the kids go during those appropriate times on the ship. They're very safe. They love to mix with the other kids, and really it's a great deal because there are a lot of different countries represented on the ship, different languages, and I think it's really good for the kids to socially mix like that and help with diversity and inclusion and all that good stuff. Okay, into the arcade, there's a few tunes we'll just try to blast through real fast. There you can see that water slide right outside those windows right there. They got a little ski ball that you can do, some bikes that you can rent. That really doesn't go too far, so I would say don't go that way. They've got the pack pan here, and then I think this is just going to be closed right here. They have separate hours, but inside these walls right up here, that's where you're going to have your Formula 1 simulator and your 4D theater, and I did cover a little bit of that, so check out the arcade video if you want to see the full arcade. They also Galaxy Disco Restaurant. Okay, so if you're looking for sushi and you want to get some sushi, it looks like the staff may be in here. We're just going to pile right through real fast. This has got that nice panoramic viewing, seeing. You can get you a specialty sushi plate. They do have a full bar up here, but this is going to be more of that late night venue, so it really starts about 11:30 and it runs till like 3 a.m. So if you're a night owl, you want to be, or you're single or you're something like that and you're here to mingle and you want to go meet people late night, that this is going to be the spot. It's way up here on deck 18 above the buffet, and this is the dance floor right over here, and then this thing just rocks and rolls all night. They got some nice lounge seating. If you're looking for a little private place to get away from the noise and the hustle and the bustle, you can come right through here. This is where you'll get some of those presentations, but it's usually nice and quiet and nice and cool in here, and you can kind of sit, and if you want to get on your laptop, you got some work to do or something like that, you want to come up here and you can see that they have private events from time to time. Okay, so that's the first specialty restaurant. Thanks so much. All right, so we just took the elevator from the disco and it brings you straight down to deck 7. So if you want to follow the same path, that's where we came from. And now we're going to show you some of the specialty restaurants and some of the other venues that are down here on this deck. So over to the left, they've got the perfume store. So if you're looking for something Dolce & Gabbana, Libre, any of those types of brands, you can get it. The MSC logo stores in here. We got some t-shirts and she got a jacket. It wasn't too bad, like 18 bucks, $22. So they don't hold your feet to the fire on the prices in the gift shop. It's nice. Over here is going to be that Cafe Italia. They've got a beautiful back bar here. So if you're looking for a cappuccino, coffee, here's one of our absolute favorites right here. Come see him. He can flip cups, flip bottles, catch ice, do all kinds of dances and things. He's usually at the casino bar, but right now here he's at the Cafe Italia. This is a nice chill place. And, oh, best barista on board right here. Oh, okay. Awesome. All right, we're gonna carry on with the tour. We'll see you guys in a little bit. The staff has been great with us. The bar service staff has really been amazing on this ship, and that's gonna be the Cafe Italia. We did a full review there. We had a alcoholic hot chocolate with some SoCo in there. It was really smooth. They put whipped cream on it. Check that video out so you can see what those look like. And that's going to bring us straight into the sports bar. You just have to stick with us because the bars kind of just run right into each other. Sometimes you watch these videos online and it's like everything's like really far away, but it's not. So this is where you can do the mini ball bowling. It's like $7 and you can roll them down there towards the pins. It's not full size, but it is a little bit of fun. They got the Vespa up there. We haven't tried to jump up there and take a photo. I don't see anybody around right now, so it might be a good time to do that if you wanted to do that. They've got some seating back here, so if you want to watch the games, we've had a lot of football on TV, so this is a more lively area of night. They still got that Christmas tree right there. And then we did a bar review over here where we got some frozen blue Hawaiians, so if you want to check what that drink looks like, check out that sports bar review, and it will be on the channel as well. Okay, through these doors, and that's going to bring you into the Golden Jazz Bar. This is one of the cooler hangout spots at night. It really has a nice vibe. They have some live music down here. The back bar bar is beautifully lit. They have an excellently fast bartender back here. We did a review with them the other day, so that one will be out there. There's a lot of nice bars. And then just remember that you can use your drink card at the specialties. So if you want to hang out in these areas, it's very important to have at least the easy package for the $7 basics, but the easy plus up to 10 really gets you almost like 2/3 or 3/4 of the menu or more for there. So all right, so we're going to push back through here. Okay, so just coming through the jazz bar, they got a little seated area there if you want to just kind of hang out in between. Is La Luna piano bar. They've got some tunes playing. We'll have to make it nice and quick, but they have some beautiful lounge seating over here to the right. They always have live piano music. They've got a nice back bar over here, and we did do a review of that. So if you want to see the La Luna bar, they had an excellent bartender there that really had great professional service. So if you're really, a lot of times people that work on the ships will end up watching our video because they want to see how their coworkers do in the review. So if you're one of those people and you waited on us, leave us a comment so we know, and we'll say, give a shout out to you and let you know what we thought. And it helps us. We will do that survey, and we'd like to review those extra above and beyond employees on those surveys. So definitely let us know in the comments if you waited on us and what you think. Okay, so now we're into the theater. This is this beautiful theater. We will cover as much of the shows as the copyright claims will allow. Might be little clips here and there, or we may not be able to cover it all, just depending on what it is. But it is right here. This is the Pantheon. It seats 1,200 people. It's a beautiful 3-deck, 3-level theater. They've got a nice back theater, and there's going to be a circus show like Circus de Divina, Cirque de Divina, and it's called live. So they perform live circus acts. They'll have jugglers, they'll have contortionists, they'll have aerials. We've had singers. And we saw a Beatles performance last night. We'll try to put some of that out there for everybody because it was really a nicely choreographed show. We'll give a shout out to 2 people we've seen that went back for the show twice last night. That's going to be Ron and Caleb. Sat next to us at dinner. Hello, fellas. If you're out there, leave us a comment. And really, that's another part of cruising that's really enjoyable, is meeting those people on board the ship. All right. Okay, so we just came down those stairs from 7 and now we're on 6. We'll show you through the casino. There shouldn't be anybody in here. It's not open right now, so it's a great time to show you some of the amenities that they have in the casino. They're gonna have that music playing, so we'll be quick, but they've got blackjack right over here if you want to throw some blackjack. You can throw some craps. I've only seen it late night, like when it's busy, but if you want to throw a little dice, you can do them over there. They've got Ultimate Texas Hold'em. They've got the roulette over here. They've got their slot machines around the perimeter over here. They have a beautiful bar, and we got some really good bar service over here, so there will be a bar video out with that if you want to check that one out. Okay, so just behind the back bar is this beautiful Titanic-like setting staircase. So if you want to do photos, this is a great spot on board the ship to do that. They have the digital roulette over here. They've got more machines to play. As far as this goes, they do allow some smoking in this one section over here at the casino. So if you don't like to smoke, we recommend walking on the right-hand side if you're heading to the back of the ship. If it doesn't bother you, you can blast right through here to the theater just past the bar. And they also have some $1 slot machines and $2 slot machines back over here. So if you're looking for a little bit higher action, end action, you want to get it over here in the smoking section in that back corner. Cashier is going to be over here for your change, and you can also buy your lottery tickets right over here. It's up to $232,000. So if you hit that lotto, boom, you got that cash, and you're good to go. Okay, so coming past through the casino, that's going to bring us into Plaza Del Doge, and then we'll walk through this area real quick, and we'll show you the next section. All right, so in Plaza Del Doge, off to the right, this is going to be the cigar bar. It's not loaded up right now, but it will be. Once you're at sea, you can come in here and you can buy a cigar. You can sit in here and smoke and have a cognac or a Crevassier or any of those drinks with the cigar if you want to do it. I did walk through. It's like a 3-minute quick video to show you some of the cigar options and things like that. So if you're into smoking, you want to check that out, check that other video out. Up next is going to be some shopping. If you want to see some staff about some higher end jewelry and things like that, they are open right over there. This section, they have a different little bar that you can get those sandwiches and things like that, so you don't have to pay. It's part of the included, but if you want a cereal bread with salmon, milk bread roll, if you're wanting a little sandwich like that, and they do have a few dessert options, just ask them. It's unlimited. It doesn't cost you anything. You can just come up here and get a dessert if you would like. And then they have that other bar over here, and this is, which bar is this, Becky? They've got coffee service, and we did a bar review right here, and they do have gelato over here as well. I think it's just Plaza Del Doge bar is what it is. We're always looking for those. So there's so many, sometimes we get confused. Similar pricing that you saw up at the pool deck, but they have different gelato options down here. So if you want to get a different type of Vinci chocolate gelato, you can get it down here on this deck, $6, $8 range right there. Okay, carrying on. So on this side over here, they have the La Boutique. So this is kind of like your central shopping area. You'll see they've got some staff over there waiting, ready to go. They got events of the day. Looks like handbags. So if you're on the ship to shop, this is the area that you're going to enjoy. You can come around, and they've got those different specials throughout the ship. They change them all the time, and it's going to be down in this area. And we walked through the other day when they had a sale going, and this was packed. They really enjoyed it. So this is another little store right here. They'll show you, highlight some of those event of the day items. They've got some nice clothes. So if you didn't bring a lot, sometimes people travel without luggage, so they just come. So they've got these stores right here so you can get geared up. They've got purses and handbags back here. If you're looking for a comb or something like that, you can get it. Belts, bags, the sky's the limit as far as what they've got for on the ship. So that's going to be a nice little store. It is closed during like ports, but open right now at this particular port. So just check those those signs before you go, so you can kind of plan your trip on when and where to be. Okay, so just through deck 6, now we're walking down those stairs to deck 5, and that's going to bring you into the central elevator area of the Deina Bar, and where you can get the front desk for the hotel. Okay, so right through here, this is going to be the Deina Bar. If you have the Easy Plus package and you want to get a glass of champagne, you can get Moet and here for $10. It's usually not too crowded. They always have some people having a nice conversation. Down here, we'll let them have their privacy, but wanted to show you where that is. We did do a review of the Deina Bar, so if you want to see more of what that bar has to offer, it's going to be right there. Over here is going to be one of the areas where you can get some help with excursions and your Wi-Fi and things like that. There's nobody there right now. They still have this central they've been changing this decoration almost every day, so if you're looking for a Christmas display, you can get it right over here. Over here is going to be reception, so the Divina guest services area is going to be right down here. They always have a little bit of a line, but we've noticed that they move the line pretty good, so it does move fast. So don't be afraid if you need to get there to talk to some staff. We had a very helpful staff member and one that was a little bit confusing, so you never know what you're going to get, but we did get what we needed to get taken care of. It just took us a little bit. Up next is going to be the Cyber Cafe. It's not very big, but we'll just pop right in. If you got your computer and you want to get online or something like that and do some more work, this is another quiet area where you have like a sit-down desk, so you can sit down here and get out of the hustle and bustle of the ship and do your work. And it's got a couple of windows there, and it seems to be almost always open. I don't recall ever seeing that it was locked, so I think you can get to that 24 hours. Okay, let's stick with us just a minute. We're going to take you up here to the restaurants, and we'll show you where your dining options will be, and then we'll let you know what we think. Okay, up next, this is the Black Crab restaurant. So this is our main dining area. Looks like tonight we've got some options there. I'm seeing honey barbecue, meatloaf, New York steak strip. Last night we had lobster. It was gala night last night, but they called it casual, so be prepared for that. We always recommend just bring some pants and a belt and some decent shoes. If you got something with a collar, you can get through no problems. We saw people with shorts and hats, but they did get a few looks, but they will let you if you want to just go in your ball cap to dinner. They don't kick anybody out that I could see, that sort of thing. So this one's the Black Crab. It's on 2 levels, and they do like a little dance show up on the stairs between the 2 levels with the staff, and we've had pretty good service. We didn't have anybody sit with us, so we have a round table all to ourselves. We didn't plan that or anything. It's just how it worked out. I don't know if the people didn't go to dinner or they just put us at a round table for ourselves. Hard to say, but it's been a nice, quiet time. Dinner's a nice time. Expect about an hour and a half for dinner if you're getting all 3 courses. If you skip dessert, you can probably get through in about an hour. So just plan for that. And we're going to show you where the other restaurant is up next. Okay, so we came up to deck 7, and then just past the photo booth area where we showed you where the internet is going to be the Butcher's Cut. This is another specialty restaurant. They've got steak galore. You can get dried T-bone, aged filet, tender steak, all kinds of surf and turf, anything that you want. Here's the menu here. It's caviar's $54. If you're looking for a starter platter, $46. Roast corn-fed chicken's $35. Crab cakes $18. And then your dinner options, dinner experience is going to be $50. So expect about $60-70 per person for the Butcher's Cut. They have really nice steaks in here. You can sit down. They've got some nice seating, and it does go over to both sides of the area. We'll walk you out this way. We'll show you where the black and white lounge is, and then that final restaurant for your dinner option is going to be down 1 floor just below the black and white. Then we're on the left-hand side of the ship, pushing back towards the back of the ship, so that's going to be the port side, moving stern on the vessel. Okay, there's another little spot for a photo. They call it like Arizona, but really it's just like a couch with a photo photo area, and then up next is going to be that black and white lounge. So this is one of those areas where if you have the silent disco, if you're in the Voyagers Club and you're going to do that welcome back party, this is going to be that spot. We'll walk you through real quick. Okay, black and white lounge. So at night they pull all the curtains and these windows are not open, and it just totally changes. They've got a live stage up here, so you get your live music. If you like karaoke, you can do it down here. We've seen dance contests with the staff and just passengers. They team you up with one of the professional dancers. We've had some great events down here, so be prepared to spend some time down here. And you want to dress for the occasion down here. We've really had a lot of fun when you're dressed appropriately. So we dress for 60s and 70s night. We dress for the Christmas night. We do formal clothes, so you want to bring your formal clothes because they have a gala night, and it just really makes for a nicer vibe. I know not everybody likes to dress up. You don't have to, but it does seem to make it for a more enjoyable experience. Right. So we're going to head down one more deck and we'll show you that last. Okay, so just coming down those steps from 7 to 6. So if you're in the Villa Rosa, you want to use these very aft elevators if you're on the ship, or just go to the black and white lounge and then walk down one flight, or take the elevator right there. This is the Villa Rosa restaurant. Looks like they've got the same menu that we've got at the Black Crab restaurant, and that is going to be at the back of the ship on deck 6. Okay, we'll take you right back up to where we started, and we'll give you all our tips and tricks that we've learned on the ship. Okay, so if you come just outside the doors on deck 7, it brings you up here to the lifeboat deck. They do let you walk out here, so it's a really good place if you want to kind of get from one end of the ship to the other fast, and you don't mind being out in the breeze. Right now we're in port, so there's not a lot of wind or anything like that, and we'll just bring you over so you can see some, and a few things that you want to be on the lookout for. So when you get on board the ship, expect at least a 3 to 4 hour embarkation. That's the first thing. Get that in your mind. They're not overly quick at getting you on the ship. If the ship is delayed getting back to port, let's say they're in 6 hours late, expect a 6 hour embarkation. If you've got the elderly, make sure you get them in a place to sit, get them out of the sun. Bring water with you. It doesn't hurt to bring a bottle of water or a snack for the kids. We saw some people in line that had toys for the kids. They worked out nicely. So prepare for that. Getting off the ship shouldn't be so bad. It's going to be like 3 hours or so. They'll call your number. You put your suitcases out the night before that. Make sure you bring your good shoes. Try to bring your themed clothes if you can. They'll always have a white party, usually a 60s, 70s, 80s, 90 party. You'll need those formal clothes, at least a collared shirt and pants. But if you want to bring your tuxedo and things like that, you can. They have excellent performance staff. We've seen excellent jugglers. We've seen contortionists. We've seen aerials. The shows are going to be outstanding. Dinner has been hit or miss. We had lobster. It was really great last night. Other nights, so just check your dinner menu. You may want to go to a specialty one night. If you want to do that, that's great. They have options on board the ship. The buffets, stay away from the busy times. Get in early or get in there towards the late. If you're in there in the peak hours, just be prepared. They have a lot of pinch points in the buffet, so the line kind of comes to a dead stop, usually in the middle around the toast area or the meat cutting sections. So be prepared for that. Just be patient. Not everybody moves as quick as everybody else. All in all, we've had a great trip here. For the price point, MSC is a great option to choose. So we do recommend you coming on, but get that drink package, get that Wi-Fi package, be patient with those lines, and then be prepared to wait to get on the ship, be prepared to wait to get off the ship. But the staff does great, entertainment's great, the bar service is great, and we've had a great time. So thanks for joining us for this tour. If you're new, please consider subscribing. We'll have the other videos out, so if you're coming on the Divina and you want to see what the bars and all that good stuff, we will have those shows out there for you. And we'll see all our fellow travelers and loyal subscribers soon. If we saw you on the ship, leave us a comment, and take care, everybody. Happy holidays.